If you're having trouble mixing the right colors, maybe you're not seeing what you're looking at. Here's a way to look at it. Let's take this photograph of this jonquil, for example. You think it's a yellow jonquil, but there's not that much yellow actually there. I want to show you just a very quick, almost cartoonish demonstration here to show you what I'm talking about. So to start out with, what I'll do is to reach in for just any color. It doesn't make any difference what color it is, and sort of set up a little place for my little demonstration to live. So we'll need to give that top petal there a little shape, and we'll need to give this side petal here a little shape, and then we'll need to give the bowl of the jonquil a little shape here. Remember, I'm just doing this cartoonish so that I can show you what I'm talking about, and so that's what we'll expect to see at the end, sort of a cartoon version of the jonquil. But that's probably good enough. This sort of a little loose preliminary. All right, now look. If we start out, we're not even going to think yellow at all. What we're doing is going for a type of vision where you look for a color without assuming the color you're looking for. So here's one thing you can always count on. Any color is going to change when it's in shadow. So you know that. Let's look in shadow. What does it change to? We'll look right here in the shadow of this, and we see it's actually changed to a kind of a violet, kind of a middle, a little bit higher than middle value, lower than middle violet. So I'm going to pull this red violet over here, and we see that it's low intensity. That means add yellow to the violet, and there's a little clue right there. And then we see another color reflect. If I hold my brush up to it right like this, see there? I've got the right value. Not quite the right color. So what else are we seeing? Look a little closer and see a little green reflecting into that. So we add a little green to it, and we'll just kind of build it as we go. And there we go. So then we know that we've got a green. By adding the green into that little mixture, we have that color. And so we'll just sort of place that color, and let's see, are we seeing the same color? We're seeing variations of that, and I won't go into getting it really refined. I just want to give you a procedure to follow. And we see, as you see more green, you add more green. As you see more red, more violet, you add more violet. If you see it lighter, or you see it get a little bit more gold, you see right in here, it begins to get a little bit, lean a little bit more towards yellow, so that kind of makes it feel a little bit goldish. In that case, we'll put a little bit more yellow into it. See, hold the brush right up next to the photograph like that, and you see that you've got the color you need. And if you're painting in plein air, or for a real still life, you can hold your brush in front of you just like this, and align the brush with the subject, with the area of the subject at which you're looking, and you'll be able to see if you have the right color, if you have the right value. And so just let me very quickly here sort of block this. See how we can already begin to read, to see that we have read the right color of that shadow. And okay, I got a little bit ahead of myself right there, and I got a little bit redder, so I just add a little green to it. Now see, I'm not adding anything right there. So I could move along throughout the flower and do the same thing. If I move into this area right here, I can see that that's lighter than this. Totally different color, greener, much greener. So I can see it's lighter. I'll reach over for the lighter portions of green. This is sap green for Daniel Smith sap green, for those of you who would like to know. Then before going over here, and there's where we make our mistake. Mix a color, put it here. Does it look right? Didn't look right, so we go mix another color and put it here. Do this extra step of where you take the color on your brush, hold it next to your subject, and that should tell you if you've got the color you're seeing rather than the color you're looking at. And so if I put that color right there, and then I could go over here and stroke it in, and then I can go here. I think I see a red orange. Do I see a red orange? I do. So that, there we are right there, and stroke this right like this, and sort of blend that. And as I said, this is going to be really, really cartoonish, and I'm not going to try to do the whole thing. We see I haven't put any pure yellow in there yet. Not one stroke of pure yellow has gone in there yet. And so what I would like to do now is to just go right up to this little petal right there, and we see the same sort of thing in this petal right up here, same sort of thing. You get a little bit more of the orange. Look at it. If it's right, stroke it in. Let's see, I think I'm seeing green there. Aha, I am seeing green there. So it looks right, stroke it in. And it's the same green I'm seeing there. Seeing a little bit darker here, stroke it in. I'm seeing the yellow is a little bit oranger here. Put the yellow in the brush, go back over into the red violet there. Ah, there it is right there. Stroke it in. You see the very simple little process of looking, determining what you see, mix it, compare the brush. If it's right, stroke it in, and don't make such a big deal of it. And let's see, I put that in here. We still haven't used any pure yellow. Now I think we've reached a point in this little exercise. Let's try for the pure yellow. Here, it's not really pure yellow yet. It's still sort of yellow orange. So I can pull the pure yellow. This is Hansa Yellow Light. It could be any really nice yellow. Going to tuck just a little bit of the quinacridone violet into that and compare. Stroke it in. Okay. Compare. Stroke it in. It doesn't need these don't need to be little tedious strokes. See, almost got a little block in here, and then right up here we think we have pure yellow. Finally getting down to, we think we see yellow. Well, we just see a little yellow, but not that much. And so I'll go right up into this Hansa Yellow, pure Hansa Yellow here, and put it in my brush, and I say, oh my, I'm almost on it. That's a little yellow, a little whiter. So I add a little light to it, add a little white to it, and there you go. There it is. So now I can finally stroke the yellow into this little study of a jonquil. And by stroking the yellow in with the other colors that I'm seeing, I then can begin to feel that I've formed the jonquil that I'm looking at. So that's what I mean by form the colors that you see, not the colors you think you're looking at. And there's your quick tip.